You're here because you know it. You've seen what a powerful personal brand can do. You've watched people build audiences from nothing and turn them into millions. You've seen someone post a single reel and wake up to thousands of followers overnight. You've watched coaches, business owners, and even complete beginners, people with no special advantages, no fancy equipment, no industry connections, build life-changing income purely from showing up online consistently. And something inside you said, I could do that as well. In fact, it has been saying for years, because you already understand, whether consciously or not, that a personal brand isn't just a social media presence. It's the most powerful business asset that exists in 2026. It is the difference between chasing clients and having them back to work with you, between trading your time for money and building something that generates income while you sleep, between being invisible in your industry and being the obvious, undeniable choice. You already know this. That's why you are here. Now let me tell you what's actually possible when you build it the right way. Because my story is proof that this works for anyone, regardless of where you come from, what industry you're in, or how many times you felt like you are starting over. My name is Anastasia Balvanovich. You may know me as Mrs. Good Luck. And I'm originally from Russia. I grew up in a small Russian industrial town, got a linguistic degree, and I thought that I have all my life figured out. I have good job, money, and everything else. But after I finished university, nobody wanted to take me for a job. And I remember sitting in my kitchen and crying after another interview, constantly asking myself, is this really it? Is this what I studied so hard for? I was miserable. And the truth is, every day I felt the same. It wasn't long before I realized that I was really stuck because I was studying the profession I would never work. And no matter how hard I tried the right job, I was always rejected. And all my 5 years on university was just spending time. So I thought that, okay, I'll start my own way. That's the answer. So I learned how to do makeup and hairstyle and start earning money as makeup artist. I started my first Instagram page. I was just posting pictures of my clients. At that time, there is no concept of personal branding, but I started getting clients and started making a huge amount of money at that time. I started earning more than my parents. And for a while, I thought that I was winning because I was my own boss and I have a lot of clients. I was building something, but I soon stopped working because I was exhausted. I was literally working 15 hours per day, dealing with clients, dealing with time management, dealing with client service. I wanted to have a family and children and travel, so I stopped. And for real, this time I genuinely thought about what is the right choice and what that would look like for me. And that's when I discovered something that changed my entire life: personal branding. I realized that instead of working in a job that required my physical presence every single day, I can build something that worked for me 24/7. I could show up online, share my story, provide values, and build an audience. And that audience could turn into real opportunities and real money. And that's exactly what happened. I grew my audience on my Russian account and was selling online products, consultation, and courses and making really good money just from Instagram. Then I decided to go global and build an international audience. At first, I created a new account just to grow it and become popular. So I went from 0 followers to over 6.5 million followers. And that's only on Instagram. I was able to build a 7-figure business. I live in Dubai with my family and 2 kids, 4 years and almost 1 year old. So I'm a present mom, wife, I have time for myself, and something that I never thought would be possible for a girl from deep Russia. And over the past few years, I was building an online business through my personal brand on the Russian market. And I made what most people would consider a crazy, insane annual salary in just an hours. Not from paid ads, not from cold messages, strangers, not from any of the exhausting things I used to do to try to make money. Just from the audience I spent last year building it. And that is what a personal brand actually does. It becomes an asset that pays you back every single time you choose to activate it. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, that's incredible for her, but my situation is different, keep watching, because I want to show you exactly what this looks like for people just like you. Nowadays, I see people in the exact same situations. Salon owners who are talented, hardworking people, but their social media is an afterthought. No personal brands, no loyal customers. And the moment moment a cheap competitors open nearby, their clients are gone. Real estate agents who are generally brilliant but completely invisible online, while others with half the experience are closing deal after deal because they build trust. Coaches and creators who have something genuinely valuable but hide behind generic content and wonder why no one pays attention. Complete beginners watching for months, maybe years, thinking I could do this, but completely lost on where to start. And here's what they all have in common. They know this works, but they don't know how to make it work for them. And I want to be clear about something. It's not because they lack value, not because they are not smart, not because they are not working hard. It's because they don't know how to show up in a way that makes people stop, pay attention, care, and buy. Now think about this honestly. How many times have you recorded yourself, watched it back, and cringed and deleted everything? How many captures are sitting in your notes that you never posted? How many times have you told yourself, I'll start next week? The truth is, every day you wait, someone else is building your audience. Someone else is signing a client. Someone else is making your money. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Inside the Good Luck brand, I'm giving you the exact system that I used to go from invisible to hundreds of thousands followers and a 7-figure businesses in 1 year. We start with identity, mindset, confidence, then build your positioning, your content, your authority, and your income. You learn how to go viral. You learn how to convert attention into money. You learn how to become the obvious choice. And this is what it looks like. A salon owner with a wait list, a real estate agent everyone recommends, a coach with amount clients, a beginner making their first income online. This isn't theory, this is proof. I went from rejections to 6 and 5 million followers, from barely making money to a 7-figure business, from burnout to make 6 figures in hours. That's the power of attention. That's the power of a personal brand. So now the only question is, are you gonna keep watching or are you going to build it yourself? Click the link below, gain instant access, identity first, strategy second, result third. Let's make sure the girls never stay broke. I'll see you inside.